we're not sleeping on the Cavs.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we can't sleep on the Cavs is because of the greatness of James Harden and the fact that you have two dudes in the backcourt that got something to prove. Donovan Mitchell, to me, is a superstar caliber player.
Yes.
I love Donovan Mitchell. I don't give a damn that Jalen Brunson is here. I've always wanted Donovan Mitchell in a New York Knicks uniform. And
I want everybody. Who do you not want in the New York Knicks uniform?
You know what?
Lord.
Yeah, I want everybody.
The 1994 Eastern Conference All-Star team.
Trying to get an NBA title, right? Trying to get an NBA title.
It's totally true. Look, the beggars can't be choosy. I want them all. I want everybody. Damn, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't apologize for it. Iman, no, that's how I love Iman. How happy? I mean, the first time Iman met me, how big was the smile on my face because you was a New York Knick coming out of Georgia Tech? Come on, dog. I've always had you because that man's a New York Knick to me. I don't give a damn where he won a championship. I don't give a damn where else he played. That man was in a New York Knicks uniform. You're in a New York Knicks uniform. You all right with me, okay? Let's be real. Let's be, if you can play. Scrubs in a New York Knicks uniform, I'm pissed at you. I don't like you. But if you can play and you're in a New York Knicks uniform, we good. Here's the deal, y'all. Somebody needs to look into the camera and tell James Harden this. Everybody brings up his performances.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today on First Take, we're talking about a team that's quietly become one of the most dangerous in the Eastern Conference. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 10-1 in their last 11 games. They just added a future Hall of Famer in James Harden, and nobody seems to be talking about them as a legitimate title threat. Stephen A. Smith is here to change that. But as always, his praise comes with a challenge, and that challenge is directed squarely at the beard. Let's start with the context. The Cavs have been rolling. James Harden came in with virtually no practice, no chemistry, and immediately made an impact. Iman Shumpert breaks it down. You saw right away the bigs got involved. Jarrett Allen getting easier touches around the rim. James Harden commands that type of respect, that type of attention. The fit isn't the question. Donovan Mitchell said it himself, they're not thinking about fit, they're thinking about winning. And when you have two elite guards who can both create, both score, both distribute, the potential is immense. But Shump brings up the elephant in the room. James Harden has historically gotten into playoffs and didn't take care of the ball. When it's time to trade baskets at the end, if you don't have somebody that's confident in decision-making where your whole team trusts and will ride or die for every decision you make, it's going to be tough to win in the playoffs. Vinny Goodwill adds another layer, toughness. In the East, you need girth. You're going up against Stewart and Duran, Karl Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson. Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley are tall men, not big men. That's a distinction that matters when the physicality ramps up. For me to believe in the Cavs, they're just going to have to show me and Buck toughness. In the East, you got to win with some toughness. Then Stephen A. takes over, and this is where it gets electric. We're not sleeping on the Cavs. And the reason we can't sleep on the Cavs is because of the greatness of James Harden and the fact that you have two dudes in the backcourt that got some proof. He goes on a tangent about Donovan Mitchell, admitting his longtime desire to see him in a Knicks uniform. I don't give a damn that Jalen Brunson is here. I've always wanted Donovan Mitchell in a New York Knicks uniform. The panel cracks up. Stephen A. is shameless about his Knicks fandom. The beggars can't be choosy. I want them all. I want everybody. But then he pivots back to Harden, and his tone shifts from playful to serious. Somebody needs to look into the camera and tell James Harden this. He addresses Harden directly, with the kind of passion that only Stephen A. can bring. You are one of the greatest scorers in the history of basketball. The reason why people go at you is because we know how great you are. It's not because you ain't great. It's because you have been great. He brings up the numbers. The last 4 Game 7s, 13.8 points, 27% from the field, 17% from 3. But it's not just the numbers. It's the approach. How you in a Game 7 against Denver last year and you only attempt 8 shots. This is James Harden. This is a career 24-point-per-game scorer. You got to go down swinging. That's the core of the critique. It's not about missing shots. It's about not taking them. It's about leaving bullets in the chamber when your team needs you most. When you don't attempt the shots, that's tantamount to quitting in our eyes because we know that man can get his shot off anytime he wants to. Stephen A. runs through the list of teammates Harden has had: Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, twice, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Dwight Howard. An all-time roster of talent. And no ring to show for it. There is no ring to show for it with your greatness. That's not insulting. That's speaking facts, not feelings. He contrasts Harden with Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell has had great games and not so great games, but he always shows up. He don't sit up there and leave bullets in the chamber. That brother's shooting for it. Harden, by contrast, has a history of disappearing in the biggest moments. And for a player of his caliber, that's unacceptable. We know how great James Harden is. I know you great. I know you a future Hall of Famer. But my brother, we talking championships. You got to show up. The Cavs are rolling. They have the talent. They have the experience. They have a backcourt that can compete with anyone. But the question remains, will James Harden show up when it matters most? What do you think? Can the Cavs make a serious run in the East? Is James Harden capable of shedding his playoff reputation? And who's the bigger threat in the East, the Cavs, the Knicks, or the Pistons? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you love passionate, no-holds-barred analysis of the game's biggest stars, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.